Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back with another official bets video. This is for UFC 280, Makhachev versus Oliveira. The wait is over, man. It's almost finally here. We got like 2 days left. Really like a day and a half. Every day I wake up, I'm like, man, how many days we got left? So this is gonna be a super awesome card. I got 6 solid bets on this card. We need these bets to cash. I've won 6 weeks in a row. I'm going for 7. Like I've been saying, I'm going for 10 and then 20, but we got to start with 7. So got 6 solid bets for this card for 280. But before we get into that, I'm going to do this quick recap of UFC Vegas 62. And it was a super good card, you know. We had Grasso versus Ari Ujo as the main event. It was a pretty good fight, you know, went all 5 rounds, but they were definitely throwing some leather. So yeah, I went 3-2 on Vegas 62 for plus 375, as you see here, 3.75 units. My 3 winning bets were Jacob Malkoun for plus 2.5 units as a nice size underdog. And yeah, man, obviously Maximov got hurt, but I think Malkoun could have won that fight regardless if he got hurt or not. It looked like he was still going to be able to land some takedowns, but I love that bet. That was a good bet. Second winning bet was the Menafield under 1.5 plus 2.5 units, and I told everybody all week about that. I told him that was my lock, and that was easy money. I mean, knocked him dead on like the second, third punch he landed, just like I thought he was going to. Third winning bet was Alexa Grasso, won plus 2 units on her. And she looked good, man. I mean, it was a close fight throughout all 5 rounds, but you could tell she was landing more and the harder shots, and showed great defensive wrestling and grappling. So good job for her winning her first main event like that. My 2 losing bets, I had Sam Hughes. I lost 1 unit on her, and I'm not happy ever losing, but I was happy with that bet because she fought super hard. The first and third rounds were super close. I thought they possibly could have went to her, but you know, I thought Rodriguez did pretty good with the wrestling, so that's probably what got it for her. But she fought hard. Sam Hughes fought hard. Second losing bet. The difference between winning 3.75 units and 8 units was this parlay, and that was Menafield parlayed with Henry. Had the Menafield part covered, and then, you know, it just came down to Henry, and I lost 2.25 units on that. In a sense, I'll look good. Props to him. He looked great, man. His counter striking was phenomenal. So yeah, 3-2 for plus 3.75 units. That brings my official bet record to 153 and 110 for plus 55.65 units. As you know, my units are $100, so I'm up $5,565, and I'm going to keep adding to that. Definitely with this card for sure. That makes 6 winning weeks in a row and 9 out of 10. So that's pretty good, man. This is the biggest streak that I've been on since I've been doing this. So we're going to keep it going, get it up to 7, and then just keep it going until we go down to the break, and then keep it going after that. So let's get into these 6 bets that I have for UFC 280. First bet that we're going to go over is Nikita Krylov. Took him as a decent sized favorite. I got 2.6 units to win 1.5 on him, and I just like Krylov here everywhere. I think he's got better striking with his kicks and his punches. He's got better grappling by far. Volkan, really his chance to win this to me is through a KO, and Nikita Krylov's only been KO'd 1 time in 38 fights, and Volkan has 1 KO in his last 5 years. So I mean, he couldn't even KO Paul Craig or none of them. So I don't see him KOing Krylov, who's been super durable his whole career. I see the first round being good, going back and forth, you know, but I see Krylov has crazy pace and pressure, and I think he's going to put that on Volkov, wear him down. I think he's going to be able to get a 3rd round sub on him, kind of look just like that Anthony Smith fight that he had with Volkan. So I'm taking Nikita Krylov. I think he's going to look really good here. I think he's going to look really, really good. Second bet is an underdog bet. I got Gadzhi Omargadzhiev. I really like him. I got him at plus 150. I have 1.5 units to win 2.25 units on him. And I think that he's going to have the better wrestling, the better BJJ. He's going to be a little bigger here. And he could even have the better striking than Abukar. Gadzhi's coming down from 185 to 170, and first time that I've seen in any of his recent fights, and I think he's going to do really good there. He was always a lot smaller than everybody at 185, especially Caio Borralho in his last fight, and coming down to 170, I think he's going to be able to, like I said, out-wrestle, out-grapple Nurmagomedov, and I think he could even get the sub in this fight at some time. I think he hits hard, and Nurmagomedov really only has like a left jab and a left hook with his lead hand, and then he has decent wrestling, but he couldn't even get Jared Gooden down. I really like Gadzhi here as a big underdog, so I like that 1.5 units to win 2.25. Third bet is a parlay. It did have Jelton Almeida on it, but that fight got canceled. So now it's Mohamed Makhachev and Karol Rosa. It's 2.4 units to win 1.7. And I really like this bet, man. I like Makhachev because I think he's better than Gordon everywhere. He's way more durable. He's going to get the win however he wants. He could probably get a club and sub. You could probably just take him down and sub him. So, yeah, man, I really like Makhachev. And I like Karol Rosa, too. Here, Lansberg's 40 years old. I think Karol Rosa is going to be able to beat her up from range. And then when it does come into the clinch ups like Lansberg likes to do, I think that Hossa has a really good tie clinch. She's got really good knees. You see in the Beth Cajera fight and was hitting her with giant knees. And I just think Hossa is going to be better everywhere. I think if anybody lands the takedowns, it's going to be Hossa. So, yeah, man, give me that parlay right there, 2.4 to win 1.7. I think it's pretty safe. And them are the first two fights of the night. So hopefully this just pays off right away, you know? So that was the third bet. My fourth bet is right here, Caio Borralho. Man, I really like this kid. I think this kid's a phenom. I think that he's going to be challenging for the middleweight title at some point, maybe in the next couple of years. His striking looks really good. It looked good on the Contender Series against Aaron Jeffrey, and you see that dude is a savage. His wrestling and grappling is obviously phenomenal. He's been training under Damian Maia for 8 years. For this camp, he's been training with Jailton Almeida and one Khamzat Chimaev. So I really like this kid, man. I really think I like Muradov too. He's tough, really good striking, but he doesn't really have. I don't think he's going to have the one-shot power to knock out Caio. Usually Muradov beats people down over a couple rounds and finishes them in the third, like Sanchez. And he had another guy in the UFC that wasn't all that good that he did that to. I can't remember his name right off the bat. But I like Caio. I think that he's going to, and he has really great fight IQ too, fight nerd. So I think that he's going to be able to go out there, land his takedowns, use his striking, close the distance, land his takedowns, and use his grappling. And Muradov usually slows down a little bit in his fights. So I expect Borralho to get a dominant decision here. And like I said, I expect this kid to be challenging for a title sometime in the future. So that was the fourth bet. Here is the fifth bet. I have Mohamed Makhachev parlayed with Manon Fiorot. Really like this fight. Like I said, I like Makhachev everywhere. You guys know I usually don't like the parlay. I might have one parlay every couple cards, but I did anchor two bets with Makhachev because I really do think this kid is that good. And I got a pretty good price on him. Got him at minus 650 and minus 700, where some places he's minus 13, minus 1400 now. And I think he's going to look like that. I honestly think he can win the fight wherever he wants to. And Manon Fiorot, I really like her in this fight. I expect it to go 3 rounds unless she can land a giant body kick on Tukhugov and get her out of there. Tukhagian's been hurt to the body by Ribas a little bit, and she got really hurt by Andrade and finished. So I'm definitely taking Manon. These girls do the exact same thing. They're both karate girls with good striking. They both haya and everything, but the difference is Manon has a serious power and she connects. So I think she's going to land the way harder shots. I also think she's going to have the grappling advantage in this fight. So yeah, man, I like this parlay. I really like it. Now, I got a lot banking on Makhachev, but I expect him to come through like the phenom he is, man. And my sixth bet I have not posted on my Instagram yet, but it is Charles Oliveira. I'm taking him over Islam Makhachev. I got him at plus 170, and then I got a bet at plus 160. I have 1.2 units at plus 170, and I have 0.5 units at plus 80 or 160. So in the end, I have 1.7 units to win 2.85 on Charles Oliveira. I got to take that bet every time, man. This guy's dangerous. And if you give me him at dog money against anybody, I'm going to take it. I think he's way more dangerous than Makhachev. Makhachev's got good wrestling, but he has got to stay safe the whole fight. And I just think anytime it's standing, it's going to be dangerous, and it can be dangerous on the ground. If he hurts Makhachev standing up and standing, and then Makhachev has to take a bad shot, Charles lock up a guillotine on that, man. Just like, Makhachev and Nurmagomedov got kind of big heads, man. That's why Poirier almost caught Nurmagomedov in that guillotine too. So I actually think that Charles Oliveira is going to finish Makhachev, and Makhachev, whatever. And I think he's going to finish him in the first 3 rounds. So them are my 6 bets. We're going for 7 weeks in a row, and we're going to get that. Good luck to everybody right here too. If you guys want my bets earlier than this official bets that I don't have on my breakdown video, go follow me on my Instagram at Blood Money MMA Bets, and that's where you're going to get these early bet picks and the early tickets if you want to get any of them in. And also you can follow me on Twitter. I'm there. I post bet stubs there and some funny stuff and stuff like that. Everybody check me out tomorrow too. Check us out. We're going to be on Johnny K Picks with me, Addicted to Combat, Artem MMA analysis, and Johnny K Picks doing this live 280 show from 8 p.m. Eastern to maybe like 10 or 11. We're going to have some giveaways. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be some good knowledge. So if you want to come there, hang out, be heard in the chat, definitely do that, man. It's going to be a great time. So good luck, everybody. Everybody remember these fights start at 10 in the morning on Saturday, well, Eastern anyways. And so don't miss anything. And good luck to everybody. I hope everybody has a great time watching these fights, and I hope everybody wins some money. Cheers, man. I will see you guys in tomorrow night. And actually, before I forget, I'm doing my Worth the Wait show tomorrow from 6:30 p.m. Eastern to 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So come hang out, talk about these fights, talk about anything we've seen at the weigh-ins, man, and have a good time. That last show was amazing. Had like 40 people there at all times. So everybody come hang out, man. Let's have a good time. See